Today I wanted to check and see if anybody disliked writing invoices as much as I do. This is a typical invoice that my company uses. I've came up with a solution to get away from doing all the handwriting. I use my iPhone. I use Adobe Reader. I got several documents set up. One for repairs, some for just regular maintenances. But I went ahead and I put in the just fill piece address just as a username for customer. I have the spacing set up that will fit on my invoice. And then I have a blank generic checklist that I use, and then it'll be what I use on every job. And then if I wanted to edit that, I go in and edit it, change what I want to change, and hit save. At the bottom I put it's working properly if it is, or if not. My name is permanent on there. It'll transfer to the invoice. I got a spot for changing the invoice number or invoice or the system information for my serial number. And I have a spot for service agreements and service call, and then I have like just a dot where I can change the pricing on the fly if I need to. And these are things that you use on every job, which is like paper towel, CO, and cleaners and stuff like that. And once I get this is fine to print, I go to my truck, take the invoice with me, and while I'm on the job, I could be changing invoices as I'm going. Start by turning on my inverter. Turn on the printer, the Epson XP446. Separate the invoice. I already know how it's going to print, so it's set up this way, and so it'll come out exactly how I want it to. We'll go into settings a second. It's going to take a minute for the printer to generate. Okay, I'm going to say no internet connection. Let's go to Adobe. Hit the little, let's go back here, print. Hit 2 copies of it. I'm using black and white. And there's printing starting. And the spacing's there. And then it's not a perfect setup, but from time to time I have to adjust something from sliding over. And I also use it's like a notepad to have like kind of like a blank price book in there, and so I could cut and paste like apart and paste it back into that invoice. Stick that in there for now. Hope that's a viable solution. Most of the problems I've had in the past with trying to do invoices and stuff like that is that everybody wants to create an invoice for you. Nobody really wants to deal with what you already have. And that was one of my major complaints with doing another invoice, is that I really didn't want somebody to create me another invoice. I wanted to use what I had. When you start creating invoices, then you start getting into dealing with numbers. If your business uses numbers and stuff like that, it could have conflicts there. And just a lot of little stuff that's annoying. Then you're using more ink to print all your logos and everything like that. I wanted to do the minimal amount of ink in the efficient way I could, and this seems to work out pretty good for me. I've been using it now for about 6 months. The printer isn't perfect. There's times that you have to restart it and stuff like that, but all in all, it's a pretty good setup.